Hello, everyone. Um, I have a theory. Well, first of all, I haven't been watching that many YouTube channels, really any of anybody that I know. But I have a theory about the kidnapping. It's the timing. Look at it like this. If somebody's going to be kidnapped, it usually takes a lot of planning. And I would never think of kidnapping or adult napping anyone. But look at it like this. If you go on every TV channel, Fox News, CNN, MS Now, One American News, Newsmax, all we hear about is the kidnapping of Savannah Guthrie's mom. Well, this is actually, we all know that she was kidnapped. I'm not saying it's a false flag, but it is just distracted from all the other stuff that's going on in this country with major breaking news, with the release of the Epstein files. I wonder if anybody else has thought of that. And another thing I've been thinking of, okay, because most of the time when I watch stuff on YouTube, a lot of it is stock market channels, and I do watch Paul Begley's show and Matt Morse. Well, okay, a lot of these big stock market channels, you got people out there that show how much they're worth. Some of these people are worth, you know, 4, 6, up to maybe $10 million. They were all talking about buying, Amazon's going to go up. Well, back in 2022, I did a video. I remember when Amazon got down to about $100 a share. Well, I think Amazon's eventually going to go up, but look how Amazon has gone down. Today, the stock market did not have the best day at all. And I actually changed the title of my last video because I don't want to be accused of giving anybody advice. But I look at it like this. A lot of people, I still think NVIDIA is going to soar eventually. I think Amazon will come back in a few months. I'm a little disappointed to see Microsoft was down to like 394 a few days ago. I still think Microsoft is going to go back up. Apple was doing well. You figured today everything was down except for some of the big defense contract stocks. I'm trying to recall. Raytheon has a little over a year ago. Raytheon was below um, what it had been a few months earlier. You figure Raytheon has gone up in price, and so is Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin have hit all-time highs. General Dynamics has gone up, but not at the same pace. Now look at it like this: everybody's on the silver bandwagon. You figure if everybody's buying silver, the price is going to go up. Well, I think a lot of people have silver regret now because they paid too much for it. I think we're going to see silver go down again. And then what's going to happen is it's going to soar to higher levels. And the reason I say this, I've seen this happen with stocks. I've seen this happen with NVIDIA. Somebody looks at my video from, it was in 2022, September. I think it was. NVIDIA went down to $49 a share. But before that, it was up to 300. And then you know what happened? Then I had the 10-share split. I'll give you an example. Even everybody's gun ho on silver. Applied Digital, I remember buying that at $4 a share. That's been up as high as 40. I still think silver is a good investment, but I would wait till it gets lower because everybody has to remember what happened. Back when Barack Obama was president, silver went up to $50 an ounce. Then I'm pretty sure it plummeted down to like $13 or $18 an ounce. People just get on the bandwagon. I feel bad because I did a video about GSIT technology, and one person commented how they bought that at its all-time high. And what's happened to that stock? It's gone down. It was still a good investment. I thought its maximum high would be $5. It's somewhere between $6 and $8 on the average now. Will it go up to 15 or 16 again? It could. You figure this is a waiting game. It's just like playing cards. First of all, I don't gamble. When it comes to playing cards with poker, there's bluffing and there's a lot of waiting involved. But in case somebody just tuned in, the timing of that kidnapping, it's almost as much as if it was done on purpose to take all the Epstein stuff and everything going on with Trump out of the spotlight. I mean, that's just my 2 cents. If anybody agrees with me, make a comment. I see nobody's in chat. That's okay. You figure oil is up because demand is up. I still think we're going to see oil down to $40 or $50 a barrel within a year. Because I've noticed around here, I said it the last time, I got the oil at 285 plus the surcharge for the credit card was like 3%. And most places around here, it's 339 to even 379. It's kind of funny. Once I started buying from American Fuels, which is owned by John Haynes, which owns Haynes and Kibble House, most of their competitors took their fuel oil prices off the internet. But if anybody thinks the way I do, just make a comment. Because I've been watching, because of what goes on YouTube, I've just decided to like stay in my own lane. And that's why I haven't been seen anywhere except for here in my own family room. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to say. Okay, now another point I wanted to get across. I had to write down stuff, I guess. Okay, if you look at it like this, the Senate voted to defund, Homeland Security. If a terror attack would occur on this country when Homeland Security basically isn't being funded, you know who we have to blame on it? The Democrats and the running Republicans. And the only Democrat that voted for it is John Fetterman. Okay, John Fetterman, I've come to respect. I didn't vote for him at all. Pat Toomey, who was our other Republican senator, I couldn't stand at all. He was another rhino. But I think that John Fetterman is learning a lot. The big disagreement I've had with John Fetterman is he wanted to let all these people out of jail. He was lieutenant governor of Pennsylvania for a short time. I think it was under Governor Wolf. But look at it like this. John Fetterman is the only senator, Democrat, that has gone along with some of Trump's ideas. And I would never question John Fetterman's integrity at all from what I've seen. I feel bad that the guy had a stroke, but I think he is learning. He is acting more like an independent. And then you got to remember, he considers himself a Democrat. Well, what Democrats are left that are like the old school Democrats? Barely any of them. No, I don't think John Fetterman's ever going to become a Republican. The most I think he will do is become an independent. But I doubt that's going to happen because there were some good Democrats out there. In a lot of ways, I look at it like this. Jimmy Carter had good intentions, but he wrecked everything in this country with all the inflation we had and all the foreign aid. But life is a learning experience, especially with these politicians. And John Fetterman came for money, and I think he's another one that would be beyond reproach. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, everybody. Just thanks and have a good night, because I like to watch Mike from around the world on Paul Begley's show. Hey, Larry Sholey. Hey, thanks for watching me. Have a good night.